Morning, campers. It's about 5:30. I'm just making a brew. It was pretty chilly last night, but we survived. We survived. Just getting a brew on now, and I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna try and get a decent amount done today. Try and get to Backtor. The weather looks pretty crap. Can't get any signal for a weather forecast, but that's the view. I mean, compared to yesterday, there's not much at all, really, is there? Close that back up. Stay in my happy place for now. Oh, what am I doing here? I'll bring you back when everything's packed up and we're on the move. Everything's all packed up. That's where the tent was. All you can see is the imprint. That's all I've left behind. Remember to leave no trace if you're coming camping. And whatever you're doing, just don't litter. Be a nice person, don't be a scumbag. It's a pretty grim day today. It's just started raining. I'm not probably going to be filming much today. Just trying to get some miles under my feet, so I'm going to shoot off from here over towards Bleaklow, and I'll bring you back if there's out interesting that happens. Catch you later. I think, I'm just going to have to check, but this is Mill Hill. Talking about there. And then this path is our route. Following the Pennine Way Trail for now, which is good because at least it'll be decent ground. Slab, slab, slab. Bog, slab, slab, slab. I'm going to sit here for a minute and have a brew, mate. Must be a concession or something. I've got the bouncers on patrol. There's two of them now. Hello. Oh. Never mind then. Effort was there. Slab, 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 bog, slab, 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 bog, bog, slab, slab, bog, bog. I'm just here at the Hernstones, taking a quick 5, having a brew, just getting out the wind for a bit. The wind's picked up. I've had a look at the route. That goes straight to Bleaklow, but there is another path. Not a path, but a route through the moors that would take me to the Wainstones, then onto Bleaklow. So I'm going to go that way, go off the route that I've planned, and check out the Wainstones. It's only 10 o'clock, so I can afford a bit of a redirection. Not seen anyone all day. Not walked past or spoken to us, which is summit. It's 10:30. Yeah, we're here. Just sat here at Bleaklow Stone, just having a little break. Walking through that moorland was tough. It was hard, that. Not so much physically tough, but just people talk about there being markers along the way and this, that and the other, and I think I saw about 4 posts. Maybe that's my fault, but we got through it. We're over half walk distance now, 21 miles we've done. I've done 8 today. Yeah, I can see Backtor in the distance. It's probably another 10 miles or so. Which camping there, it'd leave me with about 10 miles left to do tomorrow. So I think that's the plan. Bit of a user error. When I was filling up my water, forgot to close the seal on the reservoir. So about half an hour later, the arse felt really wet. So I took the bag off, opened the top, and as I thought, I hadn't put the top back on it, the sealer. So, I mean, all my gear's in dry bags, so fingers crossed, we should be okay. Spare clothes, sleeping bag, we should be alright hopefully, but I'm just dreading to look in it. It's going to be a miserable night if it is wet. Unless this weather stays as it is, hopefully I can get it dried off. Oh, it's bleak up here. Right, catch you later. So, this is where I would be camping, but I don't know if I'm going to. I think I might be going home. I'll explain in a bit. I bet you're wondering, what could have possibly gone so wrong? Let me explain. The first day was great. It was a gorgeous day. You could see for miles. The scenery was amazing. And there were plenty of people about as well. It was a good day. The second day, not so much. I did actually finish the trip. But I made many simple mistakes. Ones that cost me greatly. Ultimately forced me into a position to finish the hike early. The first issue I had was navigation. My knowledge of navigation is fairly basic. So I ended up putting all of my faith into a route that I'd found online. At one point I got caught out by the weather. I could barely see 30 feet ahead of me. I was forced to trust this route and follow it, as I could see no other option. So this sent me on some crazy adventures. One was an 11-mile trek through the moors, where I ended up getting stuck balls deep in a bog. It also sent me down rather than sending me across the tops that I couldn't see, it sent me down into a valley, only to have to clamber up on the other side. This all could have been prevented by preparation. In hindsight, I should have prepared better. I should have read through the route, assessed it, and made changes to suit my needs, and changes to make it as easy and as simple as possible. I should have copied the route onto a physical map to make sure that if anything did happen with my phone, I have a plan B, but I didn't. The second error was water. It's one of the most important tools that you need to be able to maintain on a trip. And it's the main reason why I had to finish early. My filter broke, which meant that I was put into a position where I had to drink water out of what was essentially a large peaty puddle. I wouldn't recommend this, and it's up to you to make sure you have a plan B in place to prevent that from happening. It was very risky. You should never do that. It's not good for you, as I found out the next day. You need ways to boost your morale on a trip like this. It was only a short trip. It was 2 days, but any multi-day hike, you need ways that you can boost your morale. Especially for me, it was a day in particular where the weather was poor, the route was poor. I hadn't seen anyone all day from the start of the trip, from the start of the second day up until the end. Not a single person. And in terrain like the moors, where it's desolate anyway, it can really wear you down, and you need ways to pick yourself back up. Music or snacks or whatever it is. It turned out to be the most miserable day's hike that I've ever experienced in my life, and I learned some valuable lessons from it. But on a positive note, I got through it. I managed to complete the final 27 miles on empty, and I got home safe, despite my body and mind being completely smashed. With all these lessons that I've learned, I will be completing the walk again, as well as many other multi-day hikes. I want to get as many done as I can. It was one of the most intense physical and mental tests that I could have possibly imagined. The things in life are sent to test us, and it's up to you to decide how you navigate it. So on that note, if you like this one, give it a like, comment and subscribe. If not, then don't. See you on the next one.